everybody. This is Alejandra Campos from Campos Law Firm. We have today our lawyer, Jonathon, who is the head of the Department of Removal. And we are here because we want to share with you what is going on the courts. He spent his days representing our clients in court and visiting them on ICE. And can you tell us a little about that, Jonathon, please?
Absolutely. So this was for one of our clients. He was from Mali in West Africa, and we were had an application for asylum, and we worked very hard. He was in detention, but we were able to win asylum for him, which is kind of the gold standard, and now he has a clear pathway to citizenship moving forward. So definitely a great success story, and I was so glad to see that he was able to win asylum and enjoy the benefits of the United States.
That's a very good case. Thank you so much, Jonathon, for representing this client. Can you tell us how long he was in detention?
He was in detention for about 4 months before we had his final hearing. And while that was difficult, I took the time to visit him many times in detention, and we worked with a translator who helped us to prepare and practice for the individual hearing, which does involve just going over his case, practicing the questions, doing kind of a mock trial, and so he was very prepared and did a great job during the hearing.
I think you mentioned something very important, and it's how important it is actually for the clients to be prepared. And that's what a good lawyer does. And it's actually talking to the client, because sometimes the client doesn't know how to answer. And when clients are in court, they think that they are going to be fine, but they get really nervous. And then at that moment, we had talked outside of cameras how many times clients, we keep telling them, don't say this, don't say this, just say whatever they are asking you, focus in the question, and they start talking about something all so relevant that actually hurts their case, right? So if that is the advice, I think that's one of the advices that we as lawyers want to say, and is that, listen, we have been training you is because we know what is the answer that the judge wants to hear. So don't come up with a different story. Don't change it at the last minute. We already told to you. That's why Dr. Jonathon and the other lawyers in the law firm, when you go and you train, you meet with the client, we are telling them what is the answer. We are not telling you to change your story. We are telling you is just focus on the answer and be specific to the question, because we don't want you to hurt your own case, right? And unfortunately, that happens more frequently than not, because clients forget everything that we had talked with them before, right?
Absolutely. Preparation is the most important thing, and that's why we practice the question and answers so many times, and we predict what potential questions the judge and the government attorney might ask, so that there's no surprises in the hearing, and so that the clients feel comfortable and confident, because you're absolutely right. When you're in those moments, it is very nerve-wracking, and so we want to just make sure that they're fully prepared and know exactly what to say during the hearing.
That's true. That's true. Also, what other advice would you give to clients that sometimes they are planning to go by themselves to court, that they have no hire a lawyer? What are the repercussions that you see? Because you go to court every single day and you see a lot of clients that decide to represent themselves. What are the consequences?
Absolutely. The process can be very complicated and hard to understand, and especially right now with the current administration, they're coming up with new tactics and methods that can be very confusing, even when the judge tries to explain them to you if you're without a lawyer. And that's why it's so critical to have a lawyer on your side, not only to represent you, but to help guide you through the process, to make sure everything's clear and you have a complete understanding of what all your choices are, so that you can make an informed choice and the best one for you.
And that's true. And remember that we has lawyers for immigration. We represent clients nationwide. So if you are or you have someone that is in detention or that needs to go to court, we can help you because we will fly and we will go to your court no matter where you are. You can always reach us, and we try to meet all your needs anywhere within the United States. So please keep following us. Keep believing in the law firms because that's important. Get the necessary legal assistance that you need because this is a different system. It's totally different to the one that you are used to. And the repercussions will be really bad for you if you don't really educate yourself on what you need to do in this legal process.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Jonathon, for being here. And thank you so much for helping all our clients. And especially congratulations for all these good cases that you have been winning recently. Thank you so much.